One of the people that I really admire and respect in regards to their ability to manage tone and timing as it relates specifically to communication is Coach Krzyzewski from Duke, a guy who has an incredible ability to really understand how loud or softly to talk to his guys, how fast or slowly to communicate with his guys. He knows when to really get after his guys, and he knows when to sort of soften up on them. But I think the parallel to business people, without question, is how are you utilizing tone and timing? In other words, how loud or softly are you talking? How fast or slowly are you talking when you're talking to the people that work with you, for you, above you? And awareness around it is a big deal. It can help you do what you do better. I would also recommend be aware of the tone and timing by which people communicate with you. Through that experience and through those experiences, you can better understand the messaging that's coming to you as well. If somebody's talking fast, maybe they're excited about something, maybe they're eager to communicate a fact, maybe they're anxious. If someone's talking slowly, maybe they're really processing the information that they're delivering to you. If they're talking very loud, there's obviously some passion there in what they're saying. If they're talking quietly and softly, maybe they're trying to control the situation a little bit. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of program, right? I mean, you've got to really understand who that person is and what they respond to well and what maybe they don't respond to well, so that you in turn can communicate in a way that is the most effective way for you to drive results with the person that you're communicating with. A great example of timing is when a quarterback throws to a wide receiver. When you watch the quarterback drop back, they count in their head and then they unload the ball to a spot perfectly, exactly where that receiver needed to be at that exact time. And if we operate in our lives with our relationships with this same level of timing, we're going to build great relationships. Comedians are masters of effective use of tone and timing. And here's an example from a 1980s TV show that demonstrates just that.
I don't know if you know this or not, but today is Doc Severson's birthday. Doc is so old.
Oh my God, here it comes.
Yes! When he was a kid, he never blew out candles on a birthday cake. They didn't have fire yet. Whoosh, there we are. Who wrote that joke anyway?
I wrote that joke, and it was great.
Pardon me?
The problem wasn't the joke, the problem was you. You botched it. You botched my joke, Johnny Carson.
With all due respect, Mr. Carson, you didn't tell my son's joke correctly.
You're his mother?
Now tell it again, and this time hit the word have.
Hit the word have.
Have.
Doc is so old.
How old is he?
When he was a kid, he never blew out candles on a birthday cake. They didn't have fire yet.
As you can see from that clip, the tone and the timing of delivery from the comedian makes all the difference in that joke working or not working.
You ever have somebody owe you money and have the nerve to wear new clothes around you? Like brand new clothes, and they point them out like, hey, look what I just picked up. Well, did you see my money while you were down there?
Chris Rock, a comedian, uses tone and timing perfectly. What he does is he'll identify jokes that he maybe hasn't told in a large group yet or on his HBO show. And what he'll do is he'll tell it to a small group and he'll get some reaction. He'll get some feedback. He'll learn from that situation on what worked, what timing inside that joke worked, when did people laugh, when didn't they? What was the tone in which he delivered the joke and did it work or did it not work? And then he takes all that data, all that content back to ensure that he can more effectively deliver the joke to a larger group or on television. So when you see him on television, it's practice that got him there. It's practice and hard work that allowed him to deliver that joke so perfectly with such perfect tone and such perfect timing. Chris Rock is constantly scanning the audience when he's delivering his content, and he's looking at body language. He's looking, obviously, and listening for laughter or no laughter. He's listening and paying attention, not just to when they laugh and when they don't laugh, but he's also paying attention to the mood, how upright people are sitting, are they slouching in their seats, do they seem engaged? That's what he's looking for. And you know, the blessing with what we do when we communicate with one-on-one or one to a few, we have the opportunity to really, really read the person on the other end, to really get clear on what kind of feedback we're getting and use all that feedback. No different than Chris Rock uses it to adjust and maybe call some audibles when he's up on the stage. We need to use that content in a similar way when we are in our business environments.